away till it was just a little old trickle where the alders clean the fish out.
Yeah.
But it's been full, I guarantee you. When about the end of May, around Memorial Day, that's when I usually start fishing.
It's going to be on
Memorial
fire.
Day. And you'll catch 200 in one day?
I've done that 100 times. I mean,
Oof.
not 100 times, but I mean...
Lots of times. Wow.
I told my buddy before you could drive into them seals, I'd walk off in that swamp fishing. And, because the boats will be gone.
Yeah.
Right.
You ain't there at daylight. Well, he got a little late start. He got on that whiskey all night long. And I'm guilty of it, too. I said, you better be there early now. The fish is biting. We ain't going to get no boat.
Yeah.
And we was at the gate. It wasn't 25 minutes after it opened. We got down to the boat rental. They was gone.
Oh.
Wow.
And, because there's only one place I like to fish in the swamp, what we call Archie Cypress. It's got a nail drove on the side of the tree, Archie, that used to fly the dope plane in McClenny.
Yeah.
He put that nail there. And probably about 30 years ago.
Oh, wow.
It's a big cypress at the end of Minnie's Lake right there. And he said, well, what are we going to do? I said, well, we can walk in there at the dams, because you used to couldn't drive in there.
Yeah.
Like you can drive to that first seal now.
Yeah.
You had to walk from that.
Wow.
The second one, huh?
No, you had to walk from where that boat shed is.
Oh, wow.
Where the canal starts.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
You had
All
to
the
walk
way.
from there.
Oh, wow.
And I fish at the second dam.
That's a
Wow.
3
The
mile.
first one up.
That's a
second.
3 mile hike. Yeah.
Oh, you want to walk?
Yeah.
Coolers, fishing pole. Well, I said, well, I'll carry you in there and catch some fish now. I said, but it ain't going to be no, I'm ready. And that particular year, the gators was mating at that time.
Oh.
And used to in the swamp. They outlawed them so bad, you never would see a gator over 6 foot long in that swamp.
Right.
They just cleaned them out. From the start of that hole, see what them gators will do, they'll muddy that canal up. When the water gets low in them aprons, they'll muddy it up where them fish have to come up I know you've seen fish on top of the water trying to breathe.
Yeah.
Well, them gators will do it on perfect. And they'll muddy that canal up where there ain't no oxygen in there, and them catfish will come to the top, and then they just
Get them.
they clean them up, net them, you know.
That's interesting.
But from the start of that canal right there to the first dam, I counted 23 that was over 8 foot.
Wow.
No way.
And that's the most big ones, you know. It was mating season too, but they was 23 from the start of that one to that first seal.
Wow.
But anyway, we was fishing where them, between the first and second seal, we caught about 10 or 15, you know, going down there to where I like to fish at. And I was sitting there side that canal. You ain't gonna get away from that gator. I mean, you ain't. If he wants to catch your ass, I've seen him catch deer.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I seen one, I caught a big old mudfish about that long.
Yeah.
I ain't exaggerating, he was huge. I'm glad my buddy was right there when I got him to the top of the water. I said, look right here. And his tail was touching the water. And he broke my damn hook, little catfish hook. I said, I'm glad I had you with me. That's the biggest one I ever caught. And boy, he went back in with old gator. He come out of the runs where they come in there to the seals. He was down there squatted down fishing. He said, what am I gonna do? I said, take that fishing pole and tear his ass up with it right between the eyes. When he gets there close to you. He'll leave.
Right.
I said, you ain't gonna, because I don't know if you ever been in there when them canals get low, but it's probably as far as from here to that fork in that sapling right there to the top of the bank when they get down low where you can fish in them.
Oh, wow.
You ain't gonna run up that
Up
damn
that bell.
no. And he was a big old boar. He come out there and but anyway, we got on down in there, and when the sun's up, the yellow flies don't bother you.
Yeah.
They only bother you in the shade.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Okay.
They won't bite you in the sun.
Huh.
They stay in them shady
That's good to know.
trees, you know.
Okay.
And this same fella I done took in there to Archie Cypress fishing before. And we was sitting on the edge of that canal and the sun was right above us. Boy, we was just wearing them catfish out. Culling just keeping the good
ones.
frying
Yeah.
size, you know. You won't never catch one over that big in there. I don't know why.
Yeah.
All them fat ones about that big, about that long, boy, they was running over out the cooler. I said, we got about 200. I said, let's go. Man, they still biting. I said, you didn't realize it this morning, but it's a hell of a walk back to that hill, and that sun's going over top of that bank.
Right.
It's fixing to be shady on the way out.
We're going to be tore up.
No, let's just stay and catch a few more. I said, well, I'm doing this. I poured some fresh water in there on the fish, and I'm talking about I had a cooler full of fish, no water.
Yeah.
Just enough to keep them from spoiling.
Yeah.
I said, I'll start walking out, you just fish. I'll start toting this stuff, bring the poles. He come on right behind me. We had a 5-gallon bucket full and a cooler full. Slap full of catfish. We started out. I got looking behind him, and them yellow flies, they'll swarm. They'll swarm like bees.
Yeah.
When it gets shady, it like cool in the evening.
Yeah.
You can't stop. You can't. They'll tear your ass up walking out of there. That's the worst place I ever been in my life for.
Yeah.
And I looked behind him, he'd get further and further behind.
Cause you were.
But when I got to the truck, he was about like that curve down there, sitting on the cooler.
Yeah.
And on the bucket, I took the cooler.
Yeah.
Had his cowboy boots took off. But I ain't thought about it. He had the goddamn keys to the truck in his pocket.
Oh no.
So when I got to the truck, all I could do was fight damn yaller flies. He come on out that. He finally got there. He said, I ain't never coming back fishing with your ass again. I said, I tried to tell you I always
We gotta go.
Let's get the hell out of here. Because when it gets shady, you can't stand them. I'm telling my ears right now, that's why you see me touching them. And some bitches have you scabby. But the fishing ain't been good like that in a long time because it just,
The water's been too low.
well, you can get water, but it's got to hold water at the right times. That's what people, well, we got plenty of water, but it ain't when the fish is raising.
Oh yeah.
You got to have water when the fish is raising
Yeah.
to have them when it's time to catch them.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like if it starts in late summer, it's too late, then it'll dry up.
Right.
But it's held water all the way since last year, that swamp and that river.
Yeah.
Because I got a steel hunting club up there in Alamo that I lease. And we come through probably, I've been building a house, I ain't even got to hunt but 6 or 7 times the whole hunting season.
Yeah.
But we was going up to Alamo, I guess it was about middle December. And I've hunted in Fargo since 1995. And that, you know where the golf course is? Y'all ever been out that far?
No, we're not from here.
When you go out past Fargo,